Hey, this video was actually inspired by a viewer's comment. So keep leaving those comments. I love reading them and I reply to as many as I can.
Your assignment was great, Paul. You have a real knack for writing.
Thank you, Professor. I worked on the points he told me to work on.
I'm glad you trust my take on it. And you don't question too much. That's why it's easy for me to do this to you.
Do what, Professor?
Give you a pat on the back for great academic performance, of course.
Thank you. You always motivate me to do better.
I have a son your age. I hope he's as smart and innocent. Oh, well, maybe not.
See you tomorrow, Professor.
Bye, Paul. Can I speak to the dean, please?
Yes, one moment, please.
Hello, Carl? I think I found the person selling the drugs to the kids.
Oh, you did? Geez, that's great. Who was it?
It's Paul. Paul Weasley.
Paul? Wow, I'm surprised. You always speak so highly of his work.
Yes, I was just as shocked too.
Are you sure it's him?
Yes, I just saw him take a lot of money from another kid named Jack and told him that he's gonna hand him the drugs after school.
Oh my, this is terrible.
Yes, Paul had math class now. If you get someone to check his bag, maybe you'll find some of the drugs and money.
Okay, you have a good point there. I'll send someone to get him and pull him out of class. Bye, John. This is a lot of help.
Wait, what? That's impossible. I know my son.
We caught him with the drugs, Mrs. Weasley. We're gonna have to press charges.
No, please. There has to be an explanation. My son is the sweetest boy. There is no way.
This is exactly why single parents shouldn't have kids.
Oh, that's offensive. I have raised him with the most attention and love.
Clearly.
Look, I don't want to argue with you. Just please don't press charges.
Look, Mrs. Weasley, we thought it was his teacher, John, but obviously Paul was trying to frame him. We would have lost valuable faculty because of your son's crime.
Okay, let me just talk to his teacher. I mean, even the school's reputation is at stake if this gets out to the cops.
Yeah, I don't want this information getting leaked. One of our students selling drugs on campus.
Right. I know his professor, John, and he cares very much about Paul's best interests.
Okay, fine. I'll ask John to set up a meeting with you.
Thank you so much. How could you do that?
It wasn't me. What?
Explain yourself. Did they even confiscate your backpack? Thank you so much for seeing us today.
Well, the Dean Carl asked me to, so let's have it.
Paul actually hasn't said much. He's been quiet since yesterday.
Maybe it's the guilt.
No, I believe my son. If he said he didn't do it, believe me, he didn't do it. He's the most honest child that I know.
Well, Miss Weasley, he's been caught with the drugs. We've been nice enough not to press charges, but he will be facing expulsion.
No, please. He didn't have a father figure growing up. I don't know if Mr. Carr told you, but he was adopted. His biological mother was beautiful and intelligent, and he got all of her traits. But she passed, and his biological father fell into drug addiction. I have kept him far away from him and all of that mess. But maybe he's just acting out. He's young. So please forgive him.
I understand, but the school might not be so forgiving.
I'll do everything. I'll focus more on him. I'll ground him on his birthday next week, on Christmas.
I didn't do it.
Oh, wow. His birthday is next week?
Yes, I'll take away his phone, his games. I don't want his life ruined because of drugs. Please.
My son, his birthday is next week too.
You're a father. So you understand. Please don't expel him.
I haven't seen my son in years.
Please, Professor John. My son doesn't talk much. This could destroy him both emotionally and mentally. This could go on his permanent record and destroy his career before it even begins.
I'll have a word with Carl. Maybe just a few days of suspension.
I raised him since he was 4. I don't know what his life was like before that, but he's my whole world.
That's Paul?
Yep, that's him. That's my boy.
Mom, please stop getting emotional. You're not gonna believe me.
Do you have any more pictures?
Yes, of course. Here.
Any more of the childhood pictures? You see, I haven't seen my son in years. These pictures remind me of him.
Yes, I do. So I keep them all on my phone when I'm having a stressful day. He wasn't Paul in these pictures, of course. His name used to be...
Kian.
Yes, Kian. How did you know?
I must have seen it in his files. You know, after the incident, we had to take out his files.
Oh, that's right.
Can you excuse me for a minute?
Of course. I am sorry for taking so much of your time.
It's perfectly all right. Ken, my boy. Mrs. Laura, I'll make sure nothing happened to your son. You raised a perfect boy.
Thank you, John. Thank you.
And I know he didn't do it.
No, he didn't. He wouldn't. I'm so sorry, Paul. We're going to get through this.
I'm so sorry, Paul, for everything. You did not deserve this.
It's okay, Professor.
You might not see me around, but you're one of the brightest students I've had. It's a pleasure having you as my student.
Thanks, Professor. Thank you for believing in me.
Thank you, Paul.
John goes to the college dean and admits to selling drugs. He is ready to accept criminal charges. The school decides to avoid pressing serious charges, and John is sentenced to community service. He goes into rehab and gives up his drug addiction for good. John does not come forward to Paul as his father until he gets clean for a few years. When he comes back into Paul's life, Paul forgives him instantly and is very happy to have a dad who loves him dearly. Laura also forgives John because she wants to see her son happy. Blaming someone else for your actions is an act of cowardness. You are not only absolving yourself from learning a lesson, but also ruining someone's perspective of the world. We must do good deeds and own up to any wrongdoing in life. I truly hope you can drop this video a like. It will truly mean a lot to me, and it will make you feel a lot better, and it will help out the YouTube algorithms. Also, leave a comment. I love reading all of your comments, and I try to reply to as many as I can. Subscribe to this channel. I am making amazing content every week, and you don't want to miss the next video. You won't even guess what happens in it. Share this video to someone you care about. You can also follow me on TikTok and my Instagram. I reply to all my messages on there as well.